So after playing drums to like 20 to 30,000 people and pouring my little drummer heart out in the previous Wacken vlog that I did, what the hell do you do when you have a day off at the Wacken Metal Festival? You go hang out and enjoy it, which is what myself, my wife, and the rest of CrewCon did. So hang with me for a day and let me show you what the Wacken VIP is like and what the festival is all about. So we secured an expensive shuttle to get back to the festival grounds to actually get a feel for what this whole thing was about. There was tons of stuff here and I wanted to see as much of it as I could. So we're back at Wacken today. Now we're gonna go to the VIP section today because the artist village is reserved for like the day you're playing, and then outside of that you go to this other place afterwards called the VIP area. Now as well, I am gonna preface that I'm not mad on these influencer style posts because it feels really Coachella to me to rub status into somebody's face, but if you're curious about what an ungodly expensive ticket to VIP will get you, look no further than this video. The one thing I will promise you on any of these posts is you know how I got here, and that is through playing drums and hard work and not some influencer contacting a sponsor and then acting like their shit doesn't smell like anyone else's, you know? So yeah, this is the VIP section here. Very cool. A lot less chaotic. And as you can see, every good day starts with a drink, and I had several. So yeah, more or less, this is what the VIP is about. It's like everything, all the amenities from Wacken, but in a smaller area with way less people, and everything is more affordable. After Sarah and I found a table as our spawn point, I wanted to go look around and see what the camp was all about, which in turns means you also get to see what the camp was all about. And I immediately saw this big cow skull and ran over to it because I thought it was sick. And I thought it would be a good YouTube thumbnail too, which I readily abused. Yeah, so they've got this mad ass fucking cow skull here. This is cool. So yeah, there's that, but then look at all the stuff here. So while Lamb of God was playing, I explored around. On the left-hand side, there were tons of food and beer stands and whatnot, but the nature of VIP means that there's way less human traffic. Plus, like right dead center, there was a big screen hooked to the main stage where you could sit and see the bands while hearing them live since you're parked right beside the main stage. So there's like bands that'll play in between when bands are loading onto the main stage. Right now there's a band playing, so like there's no bands playing here. Plus, you'll find tons of shaded areas to get you out of the sun, and then they had this place for you to get Wacken-themed merch, which had the usual loadout of t-shirts and hoodies, but they also had fun random stuff like D&D 12-sided dice. There was also a good few sculptures kicking around, which kind of added to the whole feel of the place as well. And then the whole right side of the camp, there was more places to get drinks, way more food, and they had a few pub-style places for you to sit in that was more of an indoor kind of experience. Basically, it was set up for every need you'd have, making it for a really fancy festival experience. Yeah, all the metalheads are looking at me like I'm a fucking idiot influencer right now walking around with this thing. Which is why we're back to here with the wifey and we're drinking. Anyway, with my humiliation ritual over for the sake of quality content, we summoned more of the CrewCon homies to the table, which is always a good time. I love my bandmates, and one thing you'll find when you play with Irish musicians is they live for the pints and the hangs almost more than they live for the shows. There's one thing I didn't mention though that the VIP has, which is a bridge that connects right to the main stage from the festival grounds. Sarah and I got tired of sitting and we wanted to actually explore the festival and meet up with a homie from Vancouver actually, so that was our next play. Check this view though, Wacken is huge, dude. Oh my god, whoa! Holy fuck. So being completely honest though, I only had a full day to explore, so there was no way in hell I could see everything. They had several stages all around the grounds, from the main stage to the Wackinger stage where I played to even a Wasteland themed stage, which ironically was my favorite of the bunch because it looked like it was out of Mad Max. That's where we played yesterday. Right over yonder. That's where we played yesterday. And as I said too, we were on the hunt for my friend Chris. Here's the thing, when you move abroad, seeing friends from back home are few and far between, so if you have the chance to capitalize, you should. Hell, I haven't even flown home yet, and it's been almost 2 years. It's cause Vancouver is expensive to get to, which is also me indirectly saying subscribe to the channel, cause if I grow big enough, I'll earn YouTube money one day, and once that happens, then I can spend it on plane tickets to see my family. But anyways, as Sarah and I navigated around the festival grounds, we did eventually find Chris after Ad Infinitum finished their set. We found Chris. We finally found Chris. The this led us to going to the Wasteland stage area where we caught Castle Rat, which was honestly easily my favorite band of the day, and then checking out the whole Wasteland area a bit more while drowning ourselves in honey beer. Fucking crazy, man. Look. I've never been to such a big music festival before because all of this is just so new to me on so many levels. I've never really traveled much, played to this many people, let alone been to any massive things quite like this, because I've mainly just spent my whole life in practice spaces and playing shows around Canada. Either way though, after a brief and very awesome hangout and catch-up period, we started to navigate back to home base though and parted ways with Chris. Sarah and I were getting a bit hungry and we had those free VIP passes anyway, so we went back there to go try some of the food. Well, that was fun. Alright, we're back in VIP. We're going to get food and chill. Thus ending the day off in Wacken. Tomorrow I fly home, so hopefully you got an idea of what VIP was like and you got a window into what it's kind of like there. What a crazy ass weekend, dude. Follow me for more vlogs and shenanigans.